They told you reality is fixed. But what if I tell you imagination holds the key that bends the very laws you thought were unbreakable? And in this short journey, I will reveal the hidden link between thought and manifestation. This is how it unfolds when Neville Goddard insists that consciousness, not circumstance, dictates the shape of your life. This is where the illusion deepens, because society trains you to believe external forces are the source of your power. This is why it matters, for if imagination is the true cause, then every image you hold within becomes a seed of destiny. This is the turning point when you realize that every desire is already finished in the unseen. This is how freedom announces itself, as you shift your identity from a victim of chance to the author of creation. This is why circumstances lose power, for they are only echoes of states once held within. This is how destiny is rewritten, by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled and dwelling in it persistently. This is where the veil lifts, revealing that faith is not blind hope, but the certainty of consciousness shaping form. This is the revelation that feeling is the secret, the golden key Neville placed in the hands of seekers. This is where perspective shifts, as you discover imagination is not daydreaming, but the workshop of reality. This is the moment clarity arrives, showing that to live in the end is to make the unseen tangible. This is how the great secret hums beneath the surface, whispering that what you believe inwardly hardens into fact. This is why Neville's lectures remain timeless, because they bypass superstition and aim at practical creation. This is how empowerment takes root, as you dare to imagine boldly and persist in that state. This is where the shift into mastery begins, with each assumption sustained until it becomes visible. This is how silence becomes creative, when imaginal acts replace idle thoughts. This is why the world bends, because it cannot resist the authority of a consciousness certain of its end. This is how persistence guarantees results, for the subconscious yields to unbroken continuity of feeling. This is the cinematic truth. Your imagination is not fantasy, but the blueprint of reality. Picture for a moment that every dream you have ever cherished is waiting in the invisible, pressing forward to be born the instant you align with it in consciousness. This is how it unfolds when you stop asking whether it works and begin living as though it already has. This is where the illusion deepens, because the world may laugh at such boldness while secretly being shaped by the same law. This is why it matters, for doubt delays, but faith accelerates the arrival of your chosen state. This is the turning point when you begin to test Neville's words and watch imagination solidify into life.